Hi guys, welcome to the Strength Sports Chiro channel here. So today we're going to go through some stretches and exercises to relieve some of the symptoms that someone may get with thoracic outlet syndrome. So first let's go through what exactly thoracic outlet syndrome is. So thoracic outlet syndrome refers to a myriad of cervical compression symptoms in the upper limb. Some of the sensory symptoms that we might see with someone who has this is pain, tingling or numbness through the upper limb. They may also awake at night due to pain in their upper limb as well. So guys, there's also vascular systems that can be seen with thoracic outlet syndrome. Some of these actually include exercise related pain, insufficient flushing of the skin, where you may see a blue or paler color through the hands or through the fingers. So often people will report relieving of symptoms when they swing their arm. So the last sensory sign, guys, is aggravation by extremes of neck and shoulder position and also activities like heavy lifting.
So here I am doing what we call a doorway pec stretch. This stretch will target the pectoralis major muscle and also the pectoralis minor muscle when in a more lifted arm position. With thoracic outlet syndrome, it has been found that those pec minor muscles become very tight, which actually puts some pressure on the nerves which go underneath it. These are the nerves that are actually involved in a lot of sensory and muscular functions of the upper limb. Stretching these muscles will relieve some of the pressure off these nerves. The next exercise I have here is what we call a YTW Raise. So traditionally these are actually performed on a bench, but I prefer to have a person using a wall support as they can access more range in their arms and shoulders. To set these up, back yourself into a wall, make sure that you have enough balance so that you do not tip over. Then what I want you to do is bend over, and also you may need to flex your knees, and all you have to do is start raising your arms up in a YTW fashion. Right now I'm performing the T raises. This is what we call a Scapular Angel, and this is also another great exercise for thoracic outlet syndrome. This will strengthen all the muscles of the upper back. So here I'm performing some band pull aparts. This exercise is fantastic to strengthen the muscles of the shoulder and of the back. The reason why we want to perform these exercises to strengthen these muscles is because with thoracic outlet syndrome, many times there is an imbalance between the front muscles of the body and also the back muscles of the body. This exercise will help to strengthen the shoulder blade muscles and also offload the muscle tension in the upper back. Here I'm performing what we call a scaling stretch. So this is the first option to stretch these muscles. As you can see, I'm tilting my head at about a 45-degree angle backwards. So that means both extending the neck and also laterally flexing at the same time. The reason why we want to stretch these muscles in particular is that they can actually put pressure when tight onto the nerves that go from the neck to the arm. So this may help with symptoms of tingling and numbness in the fingers and also in the upper limb. So here I'm performing a variant of the same stretch. As you can see, I'm using one hand to anchor down on the muscles of the front of my neck and using my other hand as overpressure to really feel that stretch in those scalene muscles. So a really interesting fact about this muscle, guys, is it actually elevates the first rib when we breathe in. The reason for that is because it attaches from the cervical vertebrae to the first and second rib. Perform this stretch for 10 to 20 seconds and for 3 to 4 sets on both sides. This exercise is called the serratus wall slide. As you can tell from the name, the serratus is one of the muscles that we want to strengthen if someone has thoracic outlet syndrome. This muscle is involved in scapular stabilization. Strengthening this muscle will offload many of the muscles and structures that can put pressure on the nerves that go to the arms and fingers. Here I'm performing a first rib mobilization. This drill will help to alleviate some of the pressure caused by an elevated first rib. When there is chronic tightness of the scalene, as mentioned before, this can elevate the first rib, which then can put pressure on those nerves that exit from the neck that go into the arms and fingers. So guys, it's worth noting that there can be actually anatomical differences from person to person which can predispose a person to get thoracic outlet syndrome. One of these differences is actually the presence of a cervical rib. The presence of a cervical rib can put further compression onto the nerves of the brachial plexus, which exit from the neck and go into the arms and fingers. To perform this release, place a ball into the hole or burrow that is located at the top of your shoulder. This is also known as the supraclavicular fossa. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to learn more about how exercise can help with aches and pains throughout the body, please give us a like and a follow, and I'll see you in the next video.